What's up, bros, bears, muscle mommies, and everything in between? I'm Patrick, full primal power, your mom's favorite powerlifter. Slowly gonna teach you guys today about the story of how I became Greg Penore's adopted child.
Fake nice, rollin'.
As most of you know, I was Greg Penore's first online client for his Train Heroic team. I didn't know Greg very well before he became my coach.
Loaded dice is overrated. I'm pretending like I love the game, but I ain't never played it. I'm a liar until I'm lying in my grave. It's complicated. I say it over and over again. I overstate it. It's so insane that I ain't sipping the.
In fact, when he asked to be my coach at the time, I already had a coach, Jamie Mata, out of Fairhaven Fitness. But at the time, I was looking for a new coach, not because Jamie was any sort of bad coach or anything.
Starbucks, son, I'm that lattes with the rest of the white fucks. So sit and duck, sit till I grow sick of the quacks who had a yak percent no chance of living life on their backs. So meet you by the
Jamie was really good as a coach. He's a multiply lifter, focusing on a multiply team, and I'm a raw lifter, lifting alone, just making my way downtown.
Bada swing, about to hit that home run, that hole in one. But first things first, I'm getting thirsty. Words don't easily come to me. Nihongo ga hetta keto mecha kuchika.
I put the feelers out, and Jamie was okay with me looking for a new coach, because he also didn't charge me anything. And I got 2 inquiries about coaching, but
Satanic flow, panic blow, the engine ignites when I'm pretending you're the fool. But
the first inquiry, I was at an RPS meet in Pennsylvania at Baseball City. Gene Rishlak, the first man to bench 1,000 pounds in competition, offered to be my coach, and I was like,
really, who's in the right then? And I'm right as rain, always being a shame, I'd rather lie. It's easier to trick them all with your
it would be really fucking awesome to have one of the greatest benchers of all time to be my coach. We run into the same issue that I'm a raw lifter and he was a multiply bencher.
Oh man, what kind of night? Suck it up, sonny, or you live and die of need to. Bottom feeding face as well as
that wouldn't be solving any of the problems that I was feeling that I needed to address.
Only Shiko, you really think I came as far to pussy out and dip? No, this ain't no motherfucking.
I was doing my qualification meet for the 2016 Arnold Classic Powerlifting Meet, XPC.
Panic at the disco, aviator shades, rock and roll up in the whip, throw a gang sign, catch you later, bitches, here's a tip, guaranteed to get your wish whenever Satan's in the mix, though.
And I squatted like 750, benched, I think it was 530, and deadlifted something that didn't get me 1910, which was the qualifying total for a 308 for the pro day.
Oh, this ain't no motherfucking panic at the disco. Your fucking origin story, you see, there's not a lot to get, though. Sheltered in suburbia, then moved
1 week before I think it was the 3rd annual Gate City Gauntlet in Dover, New Hampshire. And I was part of Granite City Barbell at the point, at that time.
Daily bang, bang, bang on the door. Do you have any spare change? I dare to close the goddamn door. We'll get my face rearranged. The way they play the game, I can't even.
And we were putting on this RPS powerlifting meet, and one of the 2 meet directors got caught wind that Greg Penore was going to bench alongside his other clients who were competing that day. And he had just torn his quad off the bone, so he wasn't going to squat or deadlift, he was just going to do bench. And his
reach for natural selection says you want to shut up and reach for it. A tough as nails lady born and raised in the rock court. Now see, I'm just a tool rust. And
when I spoke to Greg, his justification for that was a Roman centurion goes into battle with his soldiers, so he wanted to be that leader and produce positive results as the leader of this ragtag team of lifters.
World of yours, I'm kinda sorta soaring the yes, from best and master to master. Hear a psycho dick chasing bitches, psychotic laughter. All these
So one of the meet directors, Alex Amon, tells Greg about me, this 20-year-old that benches 530, squats mid-7s, there's a deadlift there too. And Greg says, you know what? This kid's gonna be my handler for the meet. He's only doing bench only, so he only needs me for 1 lift.
Those ladies acting like they know you, and it's not like I do. But see, I don't pretend to, that's the difference. You ain't interested in same-face bitches around you, loneliness.
Meet day comes, I help him load up all the plates, all that stuff. He needed 1 leg elevated, his torn leg elevated for comfort reasons, I guess. So he opens up, I think it was 500, and we're talking the whole time, and we're shooting the shit. Second attempt comes up, and he was like, what'd you hit last week? I said 530. He says, I'll take 535.
Lacking confidence is what it comes down to. Ha! I won't be like them. I play it cool despite them. Obligated to enlighten you that Satan's at my right hand. Full as popsicle stand. I'll let
This motherfucker benches 535 with one leg. And I'm like, shit. Greg didn't take a third because that 535 was a grinder out of hell. And if you know anything about the history of Greg Panora, he can grind the shit out of any weight you put on the bar. He's gonna grind that shit out. Meet goes on. It's an awful meet. It ends at like 2 a.m. And a day or two later, I get a DM from Greg Panora. And it says,
lead the way, boy, though I'm a professional. I'm fresh but got no proof, boy. The homies hear about this. That's a chance that I'ma take. No, I'ma duck and roll about this train, cause this was a mistake. Bye. Suck it up, sonny, or you live in...
I'm the Stephen Hawking's of powerlifting right now, where my legs don't work, but I'm strong as shit. You probably got the same genetics as Milanichev, who is the current all-time world record holder at the time. And he said, imagine what we can do with a genetically perfect specimen with a good program. I guess you can say that I'm one of the only men on earth who ever had Greg Panora slide in their DM. So that's the story of how I became Greg Panora's adopted child. Been with him for 6 years now, I think, since 2016. Almost 7 years. December of 2015. How did you guys meet your coaches? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe. It'd mean a lot to me. And stay tuned for more videos like this. It's the new format that I'll be doing, telling stories in between sets. May the force be with you.